Yo, what's good people, and welcome back to the channel. In this video I'm going to just make a sample. I sort of had a little bit of beat block, so I'm just going to try and make a sample and see what I can come up with. So yeah, let me just take you through the process, see what we can make, and see if we can make anything worthy to just go into a sample pack to send out. So let's get straight into it. So I'm going to just pull up a piano just for the so I can get the melody. So we just use this vintage upright, 68 BPM. So I feel like that's a little bit too quick, so we're going to make it like this. And I'm just gonna literally just copy this like this, and then I'm gonna just raise it by 2 up, drop it by 5, and just make like 2 separate, like a bounce sort of variation to it, so together it sounds all like this. I'm gonna just mess with the velocity and everything and see what I can come up with. And see, at the end I've just added that cool bounce just to give it a different variation. So with this, I don't want this sound to be the main sound, so I'm going to just get something from Analog Lab. So I got this preset from Loophole, it's called From the Heart. I'm going to just play it. I've got this, I just loaded this echo board. Let's see, a dual echo. No, we just keep it single. So with this I'm going to just export it, and with this I'm going to just make it a higher pitch, and I'm just going to make it very mono, so it's just a little bit of an atmosphere. So I'm going to just use this deep chorus on Juno just to make it sound cool with a Wolf compressor. Just going to tune it up a lot, compress it, so together they sound like this. Now I'm going to just mix the piano, so I want to make it a little bit like washed out, so I'm going to use this chorus on the cassette, and I don't want to do too much, so just a little bit of reverb and then an EQ. Now I'm just going to get like a grimy bass that I can just have very low and minimal. An idea of this sample is just keeping the simple sounds and just making and allowing space for other bits to like chop up and just let other bits breathe. So I'm just going to use the bass notes as usual. And what I want to do with this, as you can probably hear, it's very harsh, so I'm going to just EQ. So I've got lows and highs. And what I want to do with this bass is just make it a little bit more mono, so it just fits in the stereo field. So I'm going to just find a percussion loop that I can just chop up. So I've got this chopped up, but it's just not filling the space very well, so I'm going to add like a delay, reverb and EQ. Just a little bit of an EQ, nothing too crazy. And then just a regular. So just, as you can hear, it's just filling the space. So far we got this. So now I feel like it's missing some vocals, so I'm going to just add some vocals, record them in, and then I'll just show you the process of just me thinking of an idea of how to mix them in. So I've just recorded them in that sound like this. Ah, think about you anymore. So it's just not the greatest, so I'm going to chop them up, put them on the grid a little bit more, and then I'll show you the process. So they're on the grid, I'm going to just pitch them up, and the first thing I'm just going to use the E minor for pitcher, a little bit of audible. Let's see what we can do with audible. Think about you anymore. I feel like the vocals are a little different level, so I'm going to just compress, so there. And then I'm going to just throw another, where I've used the alter boy, I'm going to just throw another pitcher on, just so it corrects it a little bit better. So same again, just E minor, just not as fast. Then I'm going to just use this echo boy just to give it a little bit more feel, and then just reverb. I feel like the vocals are a little bit too much, so I'm going to just export them and just like downsample them, so the low end and high end are just muffled. And with the downsampled, I'm gonna just put like a chorus on it, just to give it like that cool, weird effect. So I want to add more layers, but I want to just arrange it a little bit better so I know where to put layers and what I want to do with this sample. So I've just brought these along so that when the piano has that little like bounce, it just cuts to the piano just to give it a cool like feel. For this bass, I'm going to cut it so it's always stopping here, and then I'm just going to take it out here. And what I like about that is it just gives space and I can just bring other bits in. So with the vocal, I'm going to just, this bit is where I take this out. So I'm going to take that out. So with this vocal, I'm going to just add a little another width delay. So this is going to be like a little counter melody with like a new. So I just got the vocal again and just reversed it here. You see, what I added was this lossy, just to make it sound cool. It sounds like this. Now I'm just going to pitch it down and then see what it sounds like altogether. Yeah, that's pretty much it. If you like this sample, you know what to do. Leave a like. Not really sure what I'm going to call this, but I've got a pack coming soon, so be on the lookout. Subscribe, leave a like, comment, and I'll see you in the next one, people.